Sai Ram. Ever since I have got to know of Sri Sathya Sai Baba, our beloved Swami, I have never felt the need to visit any other pilgrimage place or have the darshan of any other deity. I have been to Badrinath because I was thrilled and fascinated to know that Swami had been there, and therefore I wanted to visit Badrinath. I went to Kedarnath because of my love for the Himalayas, the beautiful snow-capped mountains. I wanted to visit there, and having gone there, I visited Kedarnath. So too Pashupatinath in Nepal. Similarly, many temples I have visited along the coastline because I love the ocean, I love the sea. So you see what I'm getting at. I happen to go to a place for its natural beauty or archaeological wonder or historical significance, and there if there is a temple I will have darshan. But I have not felt the need to see any deity. And that is why for almost 3 decades in my life, more than 3 decades in my life, I never had the darshan of Venkateshwara or Balaji at Tirupati. Tirupati is world famous. I think millions and millions and millions of pilgrims trek up the hill to have darshan of Lord Balaji or Lord Venkateshwara, and this Tirupati is just 200 odd kilometers from Puttaparthi where I was staying back then. And yet, I never went there. For starters, I felt that charging money for darshan, charging money for prasadam, no, I don't want. But most importantly, I felt I am loyal to my Swami. In fact, there is this beautiful experience where I felt that Swami rewarded me for this loyalty. In case you have missed viewing that, it is at this link above. Despite my mother-in-law, my wife, saying multiple times that let us just go there and have one darshan. I said, no. Why to go there? No, Swami is there. Swami is in our heart. Swami is in our home. We need not go anywhere. But then in the March of 2018, I had to get a passport made for my elder daughter Bhakti. At that time, she was the only daughter, of course. And guess what? The Passport Seva Kendra, or PSK as they call it, was located at Tirupati. And thus, we had to go to Tirupati in the March of 2018. Now, when we are going there for the passport, I felt that, having gone till there, we might as well have darshan of Lord Venkateshwara. But we are going to be there only for one day, and therefore my wife said, I'm going to book the darshan ticket because I want an assured darshan on that day. And so we paid 300 rupees and purchased the ticket. I grudgingly agreed to the purchase of the tickets because in my heart I told Swami, I am not purchasing it, somebody else is doing it. I am just going there for the passport and I will happen to have the darshan. It was in this frame of mind that I started off to Tirupati, little knowing of the wondrous things that would happen there. Just before we could start off to Tirupati, I heard of a very fascinating and amazing experience from Bhagya sir. Bhagya sir is an amazing teacher who has taught me so much about life, and his life experience is amazing. It is life-changing. That is at this link above. The experience that he narrated before I left to Tirupati has also been documented by Mrs. Joy Thomas. She is the well-known author of the book series Life is a Challenge, Meet It, Life is a Game, Play It, Life is a Dream, Realize It. So she has also recorded this incident independently. This happened in 1998, December 6th, 1998 to be precise. Swami on the 3rd of December had left for Brindavan from Puttaparthi. I recall reading this in my own diary entry. I was a student in 11th grade at that time, and I remember how there was sudden news that Swami is leaving. We all rushed down the hostel and we went to the road and we had a darshan, Swami was leaving. Nobody knew why, nobody knew how, but he left for Brindavan. And then the same manner in which he left, he came back to Parthi on December 9th, if I am not mistaken. But on December 6th and 7th in Brindavan, when Swami was yet to come for darshan, there was an amazing sight that met the eyes of all the devotees who had gathered there. Hundreds of priests from Tirupati had come for Swami's darshan. This itself was something fascinating and fantastic because, it is almost like the priests from the Vatican coming to have Swami's darshan, But they had come. And why had they come for darshan? A fantastic incident had happened at Tirumala, on top of the hill at Tirupati. When these archakas, or the temple priests, they go to the temple early in the morning, they open the doors and have darshan of their Lord, beginning from his feet. They first have the darshan of his lotus feet and then gently look up to the entire beautiful idol which is there of Lord Venkateshwara. That particular morning, when the priests bowed down to his lotus feet and touched, they felt that the feet were so soft and tender, as if they belonged to a real person. Amazed and thrilled at the same time, and possibly even slightly shocked, they looked up, and what do they see? Over there is an actual person, being standing. Our Swami. Swami is standing there in the sanctum sanctorum of possibly the most guarded, most treasured, most cherished, most rich temple on the face of planet Earth. And they were so stunned, and this news spread like wildfire among the priests, and all of them decided to go and have darshan of this being who appeared in the idol in the form of their beloved deity, Lord Venkateshwara. And that is why all these archakas and priests from Tirupati had landed up in Brindavan on the 6th and 7th of December 1998. Now, when Bhagya sir told me this incident, I was so thrilled and I felt, yes Swami, it is you only. I am coming there to have your darshan. In fact, 10 years later in 2008, November of 2008 to be precise, many priests from the TTD, the Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanams, would come to Puttaparthi Prashantinilayam along with the Utsav Murtis, or the idols that are taken around in procession, in order to perform the Sahasra Purna Chandra Darshanam of Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. It is believed that when a person achieves 83 years of physical body age, he would have seen 1,000 full moons in his life, and that is celebrated in a grand manner. In Swami's case, it was a celebration of the full moon, having had 1,000 darshans of beloved Swami. It was a 3-day celebration, and it's most memorable because Swami arrived as a magnificent Maharaja on the golden chariot. That song, Swarna Rathum Pai Payaninche. Do view that at this link above. At the same time, though the story was amazing, I also remembered the story where Professor Kasturi asks Swami that he wants to go to Tirupati to have darshan of Lord Venkateshwara, and Swami tells him back then, "Dear Kasturi, don't you think that the salutations that you are offering at my lotus feet here are reaching the lotus feet of Lord Balaji as well?" And so, though I was thrilled and happy, it was still with mixed feelings that we started off to Tirupati. About 12 kilometers before Tirupati, we reached a huge temple which was also dedicated to Lord Venkateshwara. We stopped the car and went in, and there was a small queue. We got into the queue. As we waited in the queue, we saw a procession. The Utsav Murtis, or the procession idols of Lord Venkateshwara, were being taken, and we had that darshan. 10 minutes later, we were in front of a magnificent idol of Lord Venkateshwara. I must say that the beauty just took my breath away. It just took my breath away. A thing of beauty is a joy forever, they say. Definitely, even to this day, when I think of that darshan, it was so beautiful. I felt very thrilled. It was only after having that darshan of Lord Venkateshwara, I got to know that this was Srinivasa Mangapuram, one of the most important temples in Tirupati. Of course, after the main one, up the hill at Tirumala. But this temple is supposed to be a replica of the idol which is there at Tirumala on top of the hill. But this idol is much bigger. And I felt it very special that Swami had created a circumstance where there was barely any crowd and we could have a nice darshan without buying any tickets. We moved on and took up our accommodation in the hotel. It was night, so we retired for the night. The next day morning, I woke up early because there were two things to be done. One is my daughter's passport. The second thing is to go up the hill and have darshan at Tirumala. And so, while having bath, usually I listen to some music. I decided to listen to music related to Lord Venkateshwara, sung by Annamacharya. What a coincidence that as I put it on, and I was wondering whether, Swami, I hope that I'm doing the right thing because I'm loyal to you, Swami. I don't need any other God. I don't need any other deity. And even as I think of this, Brahma Mokkate, Parabrahma Mokkate, it means, listen, God, the Supreme God is one. Whatever name you may call, whatever form you may choose, God is one. And I felt it was Swami responding, telling that you don't worry, all gods are one. So that was a nice way to begin the morning. Completed my bath. My parents were also ready. I woke up my wife and my daughter and said, you get ready now. I'll just go for a walk down. Walked down and I saw that bang opposite to our hotel was a temple and there was an elephant at the entrance of the temple. So I got attracted to this animal and I walked in. The elephant gave me some blessing. And as I was going ahead, I saw that there was a person selling tickets and I thought, no, I don't want to enter this temple. Tickets are there. But that person says, sir, ticket is usually 30 rupees. Come, but only 10 rupees now. See, we have to make tickets in order to control the crowd. That's all it is. Now there is no crowd, so it's only 10 rupees. It's very less crowd now. Somehow it felt okay, they're using ticketing as a way to control crowd. It's not a money-making mechanism. It just felt comforting that one of my issues was slightly solved. So I went and bought that ticket for 10 rupees and went in. It was a beautiful idol again there. And it was not the traditional Tirupati Balaji idol, but it was so beautiful. I sat down and they started decorating the idol, worshipping the idol. It felt beautiful to participate in that ceremony, which lasted almost half an hour. At the end of it, when I was about to get up, I saw that behind me, at least 500 people had come. 500! I was wondering, what is this? Later I got to know that this was Govindaraja Swami temple, Govindaraja Swami is considered as the brother of Venkateshwara, and it is a privilege to witness the Suprabhata Seva, and I had just witnessed it. Oh wow, okay. And as I got up to go, right next to it is the Parthasarathi temple, the temple of Lord Krishna. So I was just having darshan along with all the others and moving on. Can you believe it? Just when I come in front of the sanctum, the priest comes walking out and calls me and he says, here, take this. Gives me tulsi leaves and 2 bananas. I asked, thank you. I was wondering whether he confused me because usually devotees make an offering and part of that is given back to them. I had not made any offering. I said, no, I have not made any offering. He said, no, this is not your offering. This is prasadam from the Lord. The Lord feels like blessing you, so take it. And there I got my free prasadam. And I must say, I was the only person who got it. I was thinking that all the problems I had mentioned, about coming to Tirupati, ticket is charged, prasadam is charged, all were getting solved. As I got to know the story of Lord Balaji, my heart got thrilled even more. Because, just like our Swami story, Lord Balaji or Srinivasa was also discovered in, guess what, an anthill. There was a cow that was going and giving milk to an anthill and its udders were dry and therefore people were wondering what's happening. Strikes a bell, right? Similar to the story of Puttaparthi. If you don't know the story of Puttaparthi, that is there at this link above. Okay. So I was very, very charged, very, very thrilled. And one more amazing thing happened at that point in time. Even as I was sitting at the Govindaraja Swami temple, the band, the Nadaswaram began to play. Guess which was the song they played? Oh my God, I get goosebumps even as I say this. It was Brahma Mokkate, Parabrahma Mokkate, the same song. What are the chances of them picking that very same song which says God is one, all the lords are one? Oh my God, I was I was in a very, very charged state, and I really was looking forward to going to the top of the hill to have the darshan of Lord Balaji, Tirupati, Tirumala, Venkateshwara. Well, the passport work got done quickly and we were on top of the hill, and there we had a special queue because we are the 300 rupees ticket holders. But even that queue is so long. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50, 60, 70, 1.5 hours passed. And by now, as the sweat came down and as I was carrying Bhakti and, carrying Bhakti in the arms for so long, I think the Bhakti in my heart began to evaporate. And I again began to complain. I said, Swami, see, this is why I don't want to come. So much time you pay money, you have to wait. What is this, Swami? It has become so commercial. Even as I was thinking this, there was a door beside me in the waiting area. That door opened. And a person comes there and says, all of you come here, come here. He picked about 20 of us, which included all of us, me, my mother-in-law, my father, my parents, my wife. We all went, and he took us for some strange reason away from the crowd straight to the main entrance door of the temple. And I was now dumbstruck. I felt, oh my God, even as I'm thinking, the thoughts are being answered. And there, I folded my hands and I said, Lord, definitely, so many times, it is such love on your part that you repeatedly forgive my transgressions and keep showering love. I am so touched. Swami, I know that I am having your darshan. Whether I call him Srinivasa Swami, Venkateshwara Swami or Sathya Sai Swami, it is the one and the same. And I'm so grateful to Swami because it was with this feeling of humility and love that I could finally enter the temple because of his grace. And as I came face to face with the deity for those few seconds, it was amazing. Everything else was dark. Only the deity was lit up with lamps. So beautiful, so mesmerizing, so breathtaking. And when viewed with humility and love, it automatically elicits tears of joy. You're so thrilled to have darshan and you feel this is the most beautiful. The same joy, the same delight that would fill my heart when I would view Swami filled my heart as I viewed this beautiful form of Swami Venkateshwara. Dear brothers and sisters, it has been my experience that whatever be the name of the Lord, whatever be the form of the Lord, whether it is Jesus, as it happened to me in an auto rickshaw recently, or Goddess Mukambika, as it happened a few years back, every time, everywhere, if I have ever had the slightest doubt in my heart, Swami comes and reassures me that it is him granting darshan. You don't have to worry because it is the same Lord everywhere. Brahma Mokkate, Parabrahma Mokkate. Dear brothers and sisters, I feel that Swami repeatedly is telling me, don't be narrow-minded. Don't restrict me to one name, one form and one place. I am there everywhere. And yet, you need not go anywhere to see me because I am also there within you. Swami would exhort in his discourses so many times, Nenu ni, intane, jantane, kantane, God is in you, above you, below you, around you, always with you. You just have to look within, you just have to think of me and I am there. If you think of me, I am thinking of you. If you need me, you deserve me. Dear Swami, may we make our entire life, each day in our life, each moment of our life into a pilgrimage by seeing you wherever we are. In our bedrooms, in our living rooms, in our homes, in our offices, on the roads, in the shops, in the malls, in the theaters, and wherever we go, dear Swami. May every moment of our life be a pilgrimage because we are having your darshan. Dear Swami, may our love for you keep growing stronger and stronger every passing moment. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.